Welcome to Chris Allen's podcast. And here comes the show. All right, it's the Chris Allen podcast. What? And it's been a week or two. Sorry about that, guys. Got a crazy schedule at work. You start working 60 hours a week and things happen. You have to shut down the podcast for a minute and focus on work. And it happens. Sorry about that, guys. And a lot has happened in that time, and we're not going to get into everything. And this one, honestly, it's not going to be a super long podcast, but something happened, and even though I'm so tired from work, I'm like, I had to talk about it. That and have some really great jokes. So, I want to make this very clear. I don't like certain political people in this world. I don't like Mitch McConnell. I don't like Trump. Not a big fan of Kevin McCarthy. I'm not a big fan of Majora Taylor Greene. DeSantis is a complete a-hole. The governor of Texas, not much better. Newsom in California is a little crazy. Not a big fan of Nancy Pelosi. I don't like some of the things she's done. And then there's the two Democrats in the Senate, the Manchin and Sinema. Not a big fan of them. I don't want any of them to run again. I don't want any of them to be elected again. I would be perfectly happy if they all retired with all the money they made off of the American people, not serving them, but making money off of them, and went away in happy little retirement land. Like Mitch McConnell can go live in his little turtle reservation because he looks just like a turtle. Oh my God, so much turtle. Nancy Pelosi can retire her $1 million estate, and Trump can stay in Mar-a-Lago. Oh my God, just literally, you own a golf course mansion. Just stay. Like, why? Like, seriously. To keep the documents that you have hidden away. Why you have documents hidden away makes no sense to me, but whatever. And just stay there and spread them across the bed and like roll in them. I don't know what you do, your little orange mushroom penis face, whatever. Anyway, do that. Go away. And Majora Taylor Greene, go have sex with your tantric sex guru since you can't keep your husband happy, or your husband can keep you happy, so you went and cheated on him. Yet you're all about Christian values and want it to be a Christian nation as you cheat on your husband with the tantric sex guru and the manager of your gym, which, talk about those two guys lowering their bar. Anyway, so I don't like y'all. I don't want you to be elected. But you were. So I got to respect that. And I do. While you're serving, I'll respect that. And I will never wish physical harm upon you. Will I wish for your plane to be delayed so that you don't make it to the vote? Yes, I will. Will I wish for people to protest you in a civil manner, because that's perfectly legal, to hopefully make you see the other side? Yes, I will. Because those are things that are okay. I would never wish violence upon any of you, even if you deserved it. Because let's not get into this game that people don't deserve to have violent acts committed upon them at times. And I'm not saying they deserve to be killed, although I am in favor of the death penalty. And I'm not saying they deserve to be beat up, but you can't tell me that there aren't people in this world right now that don't deserve a good pimp smack. I'm in a little baby powder in the hand and just knock some sense into them, because they do. There's been times in my life where I have deserved the baby powder pimp smack. It is what it is. Everybody at one point in time in their life has deserved one, but you shouldn't do it. And I do not condone it. That's just a fact. Okay, now moving on. So, and look, this is what happens when you put out craziness to crazy people. Okay? People are like, oh, the liberals are crazy, the liberals doing this, and you're right. We do have crazies on the liberal side, but we don't stoke the flame of their violent crazy. Okay? We don't. We discourage violent crazy. We don't discourage cutting off your junk, but whatever, it's your junk. If you want to cut it off, that's your business. I don't get it. Like, that's the one I just don't get. Like, I'll never understand it, but I don't have to understand it. I'm not doing it. And if you want to, I will call you whatever you want to be called. I might mess up sometimes. Nobody's perfect. And I will respect it. And you go do you. If you want to go do you, boo, you go do you, boo. If you want to go do you, boy, you go do you, boy. I don't care. Like, that's your choice. That's your decision. I'll respect it. Never understand cutting off the junk, but I'll respect it. Yeah, like, why would you cut off your junk? Oh, sorry. Anyway, so that's it. Okay? No condoning violence. Ever. No encouraging violence. And we're talking about a Republican Party right now, and not the traditional Republican Party, because, look, the Republican Party right now has all the normal Republicans, and then they have these crazy right-wing Republicans. Biden called them the MAGA Republicans. And you know what? I don't even think he's even all the MAGA Republicans. Like, there's an extreme group of MAGA Republicans. Like, the regular MAGA Republican's not a bad person. They just like Trump, so be it. That's their choice. They think Trump did a great job for the country, and we can agree to disagree, and then they can vote for Trump all day long. But there's this section, so there's like, in my opinion, there's like 3 sections of Republicans right now. And the Democrats are a little better, but they have their own. They have a progressive wing, a traditional wing. And it's the same thing. And in my mind right now, the traditional Republicans, the regular Republican, normal, average Republican. I would say Mitch McConnell represents the normal Republican right now, fiscally conservative. Yeah. Then you have the MAGA Republican, which is still normal Republican, but really hardline. Anything Trump says, that's what they're going to go for. That's what they're going to do. Not going to break any laws. They're not going to be crazy, but Trump says vote for this person, they're going to vote for that person. Trump says vote for this, they're going to vote for this. Trump says vote for me, they're going to vote for me. And that's fine. I like to look at all the options first and weigh options, but they're just straight going to hardcore, listen to Trump, fine, whatever. They like Trump. That happens. Then you have the extreme MAGA Republicans. And this is where you're going to get your racist people. This is where you're going to get your anti-Semitic people. This is where you're going to get your QAnon conspiracy theory people. This is where you're going to get your Majority Taylor Greens. This is where you're going to get your Laura Broparts. This is where you get the people who have encouraged violence. Ones that have said Nancy Pelosi needs to be hung for treason. For treason. Look, you can't. Nobody in America that's in political office right now that I know of has committed treason. Them having policies you don't like isn't treason. It's not how it works. I don't like Trump, but I don't think he committed treason. He was doing what he thought was right for the country. I just think he was wrong. Nothing wrong with that. I'm allowed to. Doesn't mean he committed treason. He might have violated this one, the next, taking those papers. Different story. So, let's not encourage violence. And now that a Violence Act happened, and I don't know the guy's name because I don't want to know the guy's name because he is not worthy of the respect of having his name said ever. Went to Nancy Pelosi's house with zip ties and a hammer and was going to break her kneecaps because he bought into these conspiracies that she committed treason and that the election was rigged and QAnon's going to save the world and Trump. He believed it. Now, do I think any of the people who are saying these things really wanted somebody to go to Nancy Pelosi's house to try to break her knees? No. But words have power. Words have consequences. And right now, the extreme MAGA Republicans need to recognize that. And also stop with the fake news, lies, like, seriously. And I know they both sides tell lies, but right now, the story I read that said the guy who hit Paul Pelosi with a hammer, hammer time, was Paul Pelosi's secret gay lover, and they were having a lover spat. Really? His secret gay lover, and they were having a lover spat? Are you out of your ever-loving mind? That's not what happened. This dude went there to kidnap or tie up and hurt Nancy Pelosi because he bought into all the conspiracy theories y'all have been spreading for the last 2 years. Actually, longer than that. So, there's always going to be fringe conspiracy websites, but what I need is my main Republican and Democratic people who are in Congress to stop spreading them. You know they're not true. You know. You know Hillary Clinton doesn't secretly traffic babies to eat. But yet you support QAnon, which says that. Like, really? And Trump's playing the Q song as rallies holding up the Q symbol. Majority Taylor Greene is amazingly all about QAnon. And you guys know these people are crazy, but they get you votes, so you say this stuff. I don't think you believe any of it, and if you do, that's even worse. Let's stop encouraging the crazy. Let's go with, it's okay to disagree. Disagreeing is not treason. Disagreeing is freedom of speech, which y'all say you're all for. I don't think you really are. By the way, you're only in favor of free speech that you like. I am actually in favor of all free speech, even if I don't like it. It's free speech. Speak it. If it's true. Like, that's my thing. Don't say anything that's not true. Or do what I do. Say, hey, look, this is a story I read. I don't know if it's true or not. Like, you got to do that. Like, and if it's a conspiracy theory, unless you have some real proof, don't. Don't. Like, conspiracy theories lead to stuff like this. They lead to somebody who believes it, somebody whose life is crap, somebody who's had lost everything, and they last in the conspiracy theory, like, oh, this is because they stole the election. This wouldn't happen if this hadn't happened. And they said she should be hung for treason. I'm gonna go get her because that's what my president, because Trump's the real president, would want me to do. So let's not. And oh yeah, look, whether you like what happened on January 6th or not, what they did was illegal. They broke into the Capitol with weapons, with intentions of hurting people. You don't have to write to gallows and say, hang Mike Pence if you weren't trying to find him to hang him. So they all deserve whatever punishment they get for trespassing, criminal mischief, several things they've been charged with. One attack, beating the crap out of police officers, and they're all hopefully going to go to prison. More and more are going to prison every day. That's what they deserve. So anybody who believes in backing the police, supporting the police, should want these people to be in jail for breaking the law. You would think that. Trump has literally come out and said recently that he will pardon any person in prison or being charged with January 6 crimes the minute he's back in office. I don't know how you say you support the police and want to pardon people who attack police. I don't get that one. If someone can explain that to me, I would greatly appreciate it. I don't get it. I don't understand. Like, you say you back the police, but George Taylor Greene wants us to defund the FBI because she was unhappy with the raid of Mar-a-Lago. Hey, look, you can be unhappy with it, but if they had a search warrant and they found what they were looking for and he wasn't supposed to have it, guess what? It was a good search warrant. That's what happens. And they showed him a lot of respect. They gave him a year and a half to turn in documents. He just wouldn't do it because he'd declassify them in his mind. Newsflash, that's not how that works. There's procedures you have to follow. There's paperwork. It's just like taking a shit. You're not finished till the paperwork's done, and Trump just never did the paperwork. So that's his fault for not following the rules that would have protected him. Just saying. Yeah. And why would you want this stuff? Like, look, I go to work every day. I have access to documents that are the secrets of the company and all that stuff. So I don't want to bring them home. I don't want to keep them. Like, your job's over. You don't need them anymore. Why keep them? It's just work. Like, okay, I get the letter from Kim Jong-un because that was sent to you, and you've a pretty big deal about that. That's okay. If that was the only thing they found, I'd be like, man, let the man have his letter. Him and his special little pen pal, they held hands and fell in love. But the rest of the stuff, like, he doesn't need Iran's nuclear secrets. He's at home in Mar-a-Lago. He gets reelected again. By all means, give them to him. But whatever. Anyway, moving on. All right. But my point, let's not condone violence. Ever. All right? Let's stop it. Let's condemn it. And not condemn it on one side of your mouth and then spout more crap that would condone more violence out the other side of your mouth. Okay? The Nazi rally, the girl got ran over. There wasn't fine people on both sides. Okay? One side was a bunch of Nazis, and those are never fine people. They're racist Nazis. The Proud Boys aren't good people. They're racist, and they condone violence. The Oath Breakers are not good people. They're racist. They condone violence. Like, this is what they stand for. This is what they say. And let's deal with this like adults, not support them. When you vote, if the person you're voting for supports the Proud Boys or supports the Oathbreakers, or supports QAnon, or has put out tweets in the past condoning violence or saying we should hang other members of the political party, or has not accepted election results when there's been no proof of anything wrong, you shouldn't vote for them. And that includes Stacey Abrams, by the way. I'm sorry. All the people on the left are like, Stacey, look, she lost. She might not like how she lost. She had a chance to fight it. She did. They said everything was good, so you lost. Go home. You want to run again? That's fine. But you come out, you give your concession speech, and you admit that you lost. Say it was close. Say you did the best you could. Say you're going to get them next time, but you lost. Stacey, you lost a couple of years ago. Looks like you're going to lose this time too. I wanted you to win, but you know what? When you can't accept election results, I don't know. I want you in office. Let's get somebody else up there. So just like you, but I'm tired of election deniers with no proof. You show me proof, real proof, not a video of people putting stuff under a table, which is where they just happen to put stuff. Then I'll go with you. And stop harassing poll workers. Stop harassing people dropping off their vote, setting up cameras and walking around with weapons. You know what? Poll watchers, Dropbox watchers are legal and fine under certain conditions. Don't be armed. I'm sorry, if I walk up to a Dropbox and you're holding a gun, I won't be intimidated, but I can understand why somebody would be. Stop it. Stop harassing people as they're dropping off stuff. They're allowed to drop it off. They don't have to answer your questions. It's that simple. This is supposed to be a free and great country. Let's keep it that way. The minute y'all start attacking elections and trying to change results that have been certified by courts and all the proper processes, that's eroding away democracy. Period. Doesn't matter which side wins. I don't care if Republican wins every single Congress seat, every single presidential election, as long as it's fair. And I'm not going to show up at Dropbox and be like, you know what, you should have been voted Democrat. Did you? How many jobs? How many votes? Blah, blah. No. We have to keep our voting system pure. All right. So I'm going to hit you guys with a horrible joke. Really horrible joke. And then we're going to move on. And here it is. How do you surprise a blind person? You leave the plunger in the toilet. All right, guys. Y'all have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed the show. And everybody have a wonderful day. Yeah. I already said it. Bye. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the show wherever you're listening to this show. If you're listening to the Chris Allen Show, awesome. If you're listening to the Jason E. Jones Show, even better. We look forward to bringing you more contact. And if you want to help us out with that, you can hit us up at www.patreon.com/worstjokes and help fund the show. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to us at cman234 at Twitter, at cman234 at Twitter. You can find on Facebook, the Chris Allen Podcast. You can find Jason on Facebook, the Jason E. Jones Podcast. You can also find him on Twitter too. Just search for the Jason E. Jones Podcast and you'll find him. We're all there. We're all here for you. If you want to reach out to us, you can reach out to an email at asktheangryninja@gmail.com. You want to be on the show, reach out, hit us up. We'll get you on the show, interview. You want to come tell a joke. We're all here. If you have an outrageous story, I'd love to hear it. We'll put that up too. So just let us know. And if you have anything you want to hear, let us know. Twitter's the best way just to let you know. So everybody have a wonderful, wonderful day. Talk to you later. Bye.